going on out there, Raider Nation? A great way to finish the season. Today we stomped Kansas City 31-10. So finished off great, 8-8, first time since 2002. We finished at 500 or above. We're happy with the win. We're happy to finish at 8-8. We're happy to kick crap out of Kansas City, because Raider fans, we hate them a lot. They're still going to the playoffs though, but at least we sent them, kind of limp, into the playoffs. Lacking confidence and stuff. Well, I don't know if it'll be like confidence, but to depth of today's game. I mean, we totally dominated them, kicked the living crap out of them. They play all their starters because they wanted that 3 seed because I don't think they want to play Baltimore. Because if the Colts win today, the Chiefs will be the 4th seed. The only thing I didn't like about this game, of course, was the penalties. This whole year has been plagued by penalties. Penalty wise, we're one of the top teams in the NFL, which is not good. And this year was we had one of the most yards in NFL history. Not the most, actually. The Chiefs have the most, but we're up there, I think top 5, I think, in NFL history. So those are the things we got to correct for next year if we want to be up there with these elite teams. It's much better this year, man. I mean, it was a lot of fun watching this team play. Kind of giving, hope for next year. Don't assume, let's not take nothing for granted. It's not definite, we're going to be a contender next year or going to be, better than this year, but let's just take it, as a good sign. Last time the Raiders were 8-8. Last time the Raiders, had a chance to go 8-8, 9-9. And who did we play last game of the season? Kansas City. We happened to knock them out of the playoffs that year, went 8-8. And then the very next year, we went to the AFC Championship and we lost to Baltimore. So just a little thought there, Raider fans. Last time we went 8-8. The very next year, we went to the AFC Championship. But in this game, did we fall on the first play? Yeah. Our defense came out, stopped them, and then that's we tried to do a little trick play, and I think it was Bay fumbled it. They got the ball. Defense stepped up, held them to a field goal. Our defense played great all day long, except minus the penalties. I mean, both sides, offense and defense. But sacking Castle, whatever the fuck his name is, 7 times, picking him off twice. Castle only had 7 picks the entire year. 3 of those were against us. 1 in the first game and then 2 on this game. And they just stepped up, man. They didn't do shit on the running game. Couldn't get going except that one big run that Charles had. It's like for 47 yards, and that was it. We pretty much dominated this whole game, up 10-3. The only thing, of course, that pissed me off was when we went for it on like 4th and 3. I thought we should have punted the ball away because our defense was playing so great, and I was like, what, that was a stupid fucking decision. It's going to give them momentum. They're going to score. Sure enough, they scored, but they didn't carry the momentum over. That, like I said, the big play on that drive was a long Charles run for like 47 yards. Other than that, man, we just defense stepped the second half. We answered right back. As soon as they scored, we answered right back. They got a big roughing the passer penalty against them. Kept our drive alive. Then Bush was a monster today, over 100 yards rushing, 138 yards rushing. He took it like about 20-some yards up the middle and then made a beautiful move. Touchdown, we're up 17-10. Our defense took over after that. We pinned them back there, won the field position battle. Got a pick from Huff. Got inside the 10. The very next play was end around to Jacoby Ford. He puts it in, 24-10. And then the next possession, Stanford route picks the ball off and he goes in for the score. And just that by that time it was already over. We already had killed their spirit. And then their fans were already leaving. There was like 9 minutes left to go. Some fans. Yeah, it's great. 6-0 in our division. We're not going to playoffs. I think it's the first time in NFL history. Or just a merger that's happened. We'll take it. We're not going to playoffs. We'll take 6-0. We'll take 8-8. Hey, might as well. Chiefs are going to playoffs. They're 10-6. They had a much easier schedule than we did, but that's no excuse. They still won the games they had to win, and we didn't. But so we hold bragging rights as far as beating them, and they can talk smack about making the playoffs. That's all they can say. But if they lose next week in the playoffs, Chiefs, I believe they'll break the NFL record for 7 straight playoff losses. And they're exactly like San Diego Chargers. They choke in the playoffs. I've seen them time and time again, growing up, choke in the playoffs. The only time they ever did anything, as far as me, like, being alive and watching them, is when Joe Montana, Marcus Allen were part, of that team, and they lost to Buffalo in the championship, like in the early 90s. But other than that, I've seen them when the fuck was their quarterback? I forgot. I don't know if it was Bono or whatever. I forgot. Or I don't know. I forgot his name. But I've seen them a few times losing the first round. I remember one year, the year the Broncos won it, the Chiefs actually had home field advantage that year and totally choked. So they're exactly like San Diego Chargers. They can't win the first. They make playoffs and they're done, one and done. But let's just let's all the haters out there. I mean, yeah, if you guys did better than us, oh well. But all you guys, teams that suck, particularly the Denver Broncos, no room to talk shit. You guys were fucking, like I said, pathetic this year. Like I said, despite our 7-year catastrophe, we still have more all-time wins and more playoff wins. So I mean, we just still 7 years. Despite our crappy years, we still have it on you guys. So we give you that much time to catch up, but hopefully we'll do. Next year will be a different story. That's not, like I said, not definite. I mean, of course, I think we have a good chance at winning the division. But it's not definite. So I don't like to really say it's gonna happen because I'm not a psychic. If I was, I'd be in Vegas right now betting, but I'm not. So, but I'm actually feeling pretty good. But I'm really, if team's not in it, I'm gonna watch. Of course, I'm gonna watch the playoffs. I'm a sports fan. Am I pulling for any teams? Not really. But as long as the Steelers and Patriots don't win it, that's all I care about. I mean, if I had to root for Kansas City, I'd root for Kansas City. Those teams. Of course, I fucking hate Steelers. I don't want them to get Super Bowl number 7. Have to deal with Steelers fans. And I definitely hate the Patriots. If you're true Raider fans, we hate the Patriots because of what happened in 01. We just can't stand them. Before that, I didn't have a problem with them, but when that happened, you fucking can't stand them. I hope they lose, first round or whatever. I just hope they get beat. So until then, it's been a good season. We could say, so we're no longer this year. We're no longer stepping stone. So hopefully next year we'll carry that on to next year and just keep all these guys together. Not make any stupid moves. Hopefully Davis won't fuck everything up and make stupid moves. As far as Tom Cable goes, I don't know if they're gonna keep him or not. The players seem to like to play for the guy. I mean, so I'd say even keep him for 1 year and see what he does next year, and if nothing happens, then but other than that, the players seem to like the guy, and so I mean that's a lot. They seem to go out and play for him. So Raider fans, this is of course my last Raider vlog, football vlog. All you Laker fans out there, if you haven't seen my other vlogs, I'll be doing of course some on the big game for the Lakers, but mostly the playoffs. Hockey Malley Kings if they make the playoffs, and then if the Dodgers next year after the postseason. But just a few shout outs real quick. Roller Coaster Freak. He's probably the one we watch the most. Shout out to him because he's actually the one of the guys that made me want to cam up and watching him for a couple seasons now. And I said, I'm gonna start camming up and we're seeing Raiders. We got 2-something. Well, it's good to see Raider fans camming up, and that's what made me want to cam up. My first season as a Raider fan, camming up. So it's great watching you guys, watching us, check out each other's videos and stuff, and just support each other and support our team, and not fucking talk shit about each other, because Raider Nation, we shouldn't be doing that shit. Steven the Ox, he's starting to camp now. It's good to see that guy camming up. So let's gear up for next year and get ready, man. It's kind of exciting. But this is Ronarks saying, "Go Raiders, go!" and I'm out.